Our daily Bible reading and devotional for March 19th. Our reading today comes from the Gospel of Luke, chapter 2. Luke chapter 2, we'll begin reading in verse 21 down to verse 40. And at the end of 8 days, when he was circumcised, he was called Jesus, the name given by the angel before he was conceived in the womb. And when the time came for their purification according to the law of Moses, they brought him up to Jerusalem to present him to the Lord. As it is written in the law of Moses, every male who first opens the womb shall be called holy to the Lord, and to offer a sacrifice according to what is said in the law of the Lord, a pair of turtledoves and 2 young pigeons. Now there was a man in Jerusalem whose name was Simeon, and this man was righteous and devout, waiting for the consolation of Israel. And the Holy Spirit was upon him. And it had been revealed to him by the Holy Spirit that he would not see death before he had seen the Lord's Christ. And he came in the Spirit into the temple. And when the parents brought in the child Jesus to do for him according to the custom of the law, he took him up in his arms and blessed God and said, Lord, now you are letting your servant depart in peace, according to your word. For my eyes have seen your salvation, that you have prepared in the presence of all people, a light for revelation to the Gentiles, and for glory to your people Israel. And his father and his mother marveled at what was said about him. And Simeon blessed them, and said to Mary his mother, Behold, this child is appointed for the fall and rising of many in Israel, and for a sign that is opposed. And a sword will pierce through your own soul also, so that thoughts from many hearts may be revealed. And there was a prophetess, Anna, the daughter of Phanuel, of the tribe of Asher. She was advanced in years, having lived with her husband 7 years from when she was a virgin, and then as a widow until she was 84. She did not depart from the temple, worshiping with fasting and prayer night and day. And coming up at the very hour, she began to give thanks to God and to speak of him to all who were waiting for the redemption of Jerusalem. And when they had performed everything according to the law of the Lord, they returned into Galilee to their own town of Nazareth. And the child grew and became strong, filled with wisdom, and the favor of God was upon him. A few thoughts for today. As humans, each of us may have certain occurrences in our lives that we look forward to. It may be a birthday, an anniversary, a change in weather as it relates to the seasons, a sporting event, and so on. We count the months and weeks and days, even the hours and minutes. A certain air of excitement fills us. In our passage today, we have a man named Simeon to whom it had been revealed by the Holy Spirit that he would indeed see the consolation of Israel in the Messiah. We are told little of this man or his life, yet much can be inferred by 2 facts stated in this verse. Number 1, he was righteous and devout. Second, he was waiting for the consolation of Israel. To some, this may not seem like much. Yet think of those 2 attributes in one's own life and the effect it would have. To be righteous and devout does not mean perfect, but one that seeks honor and holiness in all they do. It is a reverence for truth and godliness that is found in each thought, each action, and each motive. One who would await the consolation of Israel would have a heightened awareness of the coming Messiah. Those who await something are tuned in to that desire, and it fills their lives. We don't know how old Simeon was or how long he had known that before he died he would indeed see the Messiah. But imagine waking up each morning and wondering, is this the day? Finally, that day came when he saw the child in the temple and would declare, Now, Lord, thou dost let thy bondservant depart in peace, according to thy word. For my eyes have seen thy salvation, which thou hast prepared in the presence of all peoples. Verses 29 through 31. We find also a woman named Anna, who has no less a reaction upon seeing the child in the arms of Mary. She too knew that this child would be the redemption of Israel. One wonders what went through the minds of Mary and Joseph as these events transpired around them. A question of the day. Is your mind tuned in to the spiritual ideals of life happening around you? And finally, a thought to meditate on this day. Being devout and righteous is not a casual approach to life, but one that is measured and purposed in everything we do.